Hey everybody, Hans here. Actually, this is it's a new start because I moved to a new apartment, and actually yesterday I complete 21 days of fast reading course. It's a speed reading course, and some of my followers asked me, "Can I share what I learned on this course?" Definitely, I could. That's what I'm passionate about. Just share something. And this course by Jimkwik, I can also reveal this course. It's a really good course. I practice every day, and after 21 days practice, my reading speed goes to 830 words per minute. On average, I think I can read faster and read to 800 words. And right before doing that, my reading speed is 294 words per minute. And so I think it's a pretty good course, and I wanted to share what I learned. First of all, you need to practice this course. You have to practice. Otherwise, you can't improve your reading speed. Also, I think if you don't like to read books or you just start to read, you don't have a lot of you don't need to worry about time. It's okay, you don't need to take this course. It's kind of waste your money, by the way. And this is why I think if you worry about time, you want to read tons of books in a short period of time. For me, I'm a graduate student. I study in the United States, and I only have 1 year, and I think there are tons of great books, so I think I need to read faster. So that is my why. You need to understand why. So if you understand why you start to do this, okay, so grab a book. Definitely at the beginning, you don't need to directly find a book like a science book. Is that type of books? You have to spend a lot of time. So first of all, just prepare a practice book, and also you can find a book that you really want to practice. For example, if you want to read this one, grab a practice book, and instead of practice time, you read a book that spend your major time, use what you learn. Also, that is one thing. Find a practice book. Grab a practice book, and the first way is to record your reading speed. Just a normal reading speed. You have to record your reading speed actually every day. It's really fast, maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Why you should record it? Because you can see your progress, or you can see your plateau. Sometimes you say, "Oh, I couldn't make progress." You understand why you couldn't make progress. You can just record it, and like a day one, 200 words, day two, 220 words, and do you understand more? That's right. That's why you should record it. Also, then the day one, what I learned is use your pen or your finger, just like an indicator, to guide you to read. Why you should use your finger like this? That's because if you just don't use any indicator, don't use your finger, don't use your pen, you just read something and you feel sleepy because your eyes just couldn't focus on a line by line. This is what a very interesting thing. You should focus on that. Sorry, I mean important thing. So focus on each line and practice this way. You definitely find, wow, my reading speed goes to 20%, goes 30%, and you understand more. Use this way. Practice 2 days, maybe every single day. Practice 50 minutes, and then your fiction can actually read 2 words each time. So, for example, some words is not very important, like of, they, a, that type of words. You can directly ignore it, and also you can understand that. So use your finger or your pen. You can directly ignore the first words here. Just get middle part. So it saves you a lot of time, right? Then, once you're familiar with this way, you think, wow, it read faster. You can just practice another way called 4-3-2-1 drill. What it means by 4-3-2-1 drill is that if you rate one line, just make a timer, record your speed rating speed. First 4 minutes, record your time. Then, for example, right here to this part, use 4 minutes. Then record the first beginning. Use 3 minutes to rate here again, just to train your brain to read faster. You don't need to understand more. Sometimes you just ignore, you just scan. It's okay. This is practice part. Then 3 minutes. Then use 2 minutes to finish this part. Then the most challenging thing is use your 1 minute to practice this part. Once you use 1 minute to practice all of this part, you read like 4 times faster. Then find another 2 minutes to use your normal reading speed. At normal speed, that can make sure you understand more. You can improve your comprehension. By doing that, you definitely find that you start to read faster and faster. That's the 4-3-2-1 drill. Another technique is called infinite circle. Why you should practice infinite circle? Actually, your brain, the left brain and the right brain, as take charge of different part of your thinking. Your left brain control more about logic, language. Your right brain control more about creativity, thinking, and visualization. So when you use your infinite circle, it stimulates your left brain and right brain. How to do that? I'm going to show you here. Use your finger or your pen to see the central here, and little bit slow. The position could be large range. Make sure you can see it. Don't move your head. Probably 1 or 2 minutes is enough. Then your brain start to become flexible. You start to read faster. Also, improve your this day. You can practice called juggling. You can actually. I don't have a ball. Yeah, I have one. If you have lemon, 2 lemon, you can take a look at it. Juggling. Your eye can see the move of the ball. It's naturally. If you have 2 one, that'd be better. The left one, you throw it to this position. The right one, throw to this position. You can see them move. And practice this every single day. Probably just have fun. Just 1 or 2 minutes. Combine all of those techniques. Then practice. Practice makes progress. Then you start to read faster. And after that technique, another way called eye fixation. Maybe now you have already practiced 12 days or 13 days or 2 weeks. You can use this called eye fixation. I start to read, for example, some people read really slow because they read words one by one. For example, build up, stock, ownership in the companies. By contrast, the composition of lawyers was limited. That's really slow, right? If you want to improve your reading speed, you should look at the type of words, a series of words, like a build up stock. To think is 1 word. Like to have more interesting word, to think is the 1 word. And now your eye, you have a large range, right? Like for example, the the client seems to have more interesting work and they could, it's just like a 3 words. Actually, there are 10 words. You think it is 3 words. And that is I fiction. 1, 2, 3. Each line you think it has a 3 part. Your eye can look at it on my finger here. Follow my finger. Now, it's a eye fiction technique. This is not my book. You can just take a note here. Note 1, 2, 3, or just make it a 3 part at the beginning. Then just read each line here. Maybe at the beginning you try this way, you find that your reading speed can be not always faster. When you practice, every time you practice new technique, your reading speed can be higher or lower. But overall, it's just increase your reading speed. And make sure you practice every single day. Also, except that, I want to share something I learned how to read technique books like science, how to read mathematics or like blockchain, those technique books to become faster, or read textbook to become faster. First of all, you should take care of the one chapter. You scan it, you see the overall information, right? Then you see all of those information and think, take care just to think. You now have a lot of questions. That's a good thing, because once you have a question, you can follow your question to find the answer by reading those chapters. And also, before reading all of the information, you should just use the circle, use your pen to find those new vocabularies. Once you find those new vocabularies, maybe just 1 or 2 minutes, right? Then it will be better for you to understand more about those information. Finally, once you start to read all of those, probably only 10 minutes, or you can just also write down 5 or 6 questions, then start to read it. It will increase your reading speed and better for you to understand about those chapters. If you are graduate school students, or if you are a student in undergraduate, it's really good. It's helpful for you to read those information. That's what I learned. And also, I think the most important thing is make reading as a habit. I know a lot of people, they've never tried, or they don't believe speed reading actually. They read few years. They read each year. They are disciplined readers. They read every single day 4 or 5 hours. So if you can read 4 or 5 hours, you have an average reading speed like 200 or 300 words per minute. Then you can read 2 or 3 books a day. If you in that state, you don't need to learn speed reading, but also you can read tons of books in a year. So if you combine all of those techniques and have a good habit, use what you learned and read really more, you can definitely have a lot of information. Then you can start to change yourself. Like one book called a very famous book. This one, Autobiography of Yugi, right? Yogana once said that if you want to you couldn't change the world. Actually, it will be your transformation that changed the world. So if you wanted to do great thing, make a big deal, have a great life, like a very famous businessman Tai Lopez said, you have to read lot of books. That's what I wanted to share today. Have a great day, my beautiful, handsome friends. Bye.